Hey, what's good, Hammer fan? Welcome back to HammeredHead. Today we got Miin from the Revenge of the Sith Collection. As always, I apologize for the glare on this. The Revenge of the Sith figures have the most impossible to film bubble ever because of how it curves. But in person, it looks good. And she does look kind of cool in there, given like the scowl as she looks down at the ground. Separatist action. Then a pretty goofy picture there. 62. Nothing too crazy on the front. Again, same picture up there. As administratress and chief aide to Commerce Guild President Shu Mai, Miin oversees the distribution of raw materials to the separatist droid army. She accompanies Shu Mai when the council is instructed to go to Mustafar and await the arrival of Darth Sidious's new apprentice, Darth Vader. I wonder what's going to happen when Darth Vader gets there. Separatist. Well, the word is bigger than the figure. Yeah, she doesn't look too exciting. I think the sculpt might be kind of fun. It's always nice to get like weird aliens, but I don't think she really comes with any accessories or anything. But I do like the politician figures. It's kind of fun to just have them standing around being socialites and stuff. So let's get her out of the case so she can stand around. Okay, so I'm kind of mixed about this figure. I'm actually going to start off with the positives. I think the appearance is great. It's a smaller background character, but there was a lot of attention to detail with the face. You can see there's like some wrinkling going on there. The eyes look really creepy. And then that like head piece horn thing going on up there is pretty cool. The ears are even individually sculpted. There's a cool neck brace. The shirt is really finely detailed with like this metal covering up front and then that yellow adornment. It's kind of detailed in the back, mostly with the skirt, but again, the skirt up front looks cool. It's got the same, maybe it's a continuation of this metal sheet hangy thing, whatever that is. And then the legs / feet are like these hoof things, and you can see they push the skirt up there. So the figure itself looks really great. You can tell they put a lot of passion into designing just like a character you probably wouldn't even notice if the figure didn't exist. And then the stand she comes with is really cool. It's like a piece of Mustafarian bedrock with some fire churning up in the background. It looks really badass. And it's good that we have it because she doesn't stand up very well. You just plop her right on there. And then that's a really cool display. Getting into the negatives, the articulation is some of the worst I have ever seen. She has a ball joint head, and it's really apparent too. Like it sticks out like a sore thumb there, but it's so stiff, like her head just is not moving on it. And the neck is so thin and narrow and tall that every time you try to move the head, you're actually bending and twisting the neck around. So I tried really hard to like force it to move around, and it just does not want to move. And I'm just so scared I'm going to snap or bend the neck too far or something. So for all intents and purposes, the head is not moving. Like I can't get it to do anything. Then she does have 2 swivel shoulders, which go all the way around, and she has 1 swivel elbow in the right arm. But this arm is already only at like a 10-degree angle. So like I don't even know why you're going to swivel it unless to like move the hand position around. But she doesn't come with any accessories like to hold or anything. So I guess if you want to pose her pointing at different things, you could do it. But it just seems like such a weird thing to add in there. And it's only on the right side too. Like the left doesn't do anything. And then nothing in the entire lower half of the body. The feet don't move at all, which really sucks because she's pretty tough to balance. You can get it, but it's not very reliable because the feet are so small, and she's kind of like a front-heavy character the way that the legs are bent. So not being able to position the legs at all really makes it tough to pose her. And then finally, just to add insult to injury, they printed like their watermark on the back here. Not on the foot or somewhere less visible. It's like really obviously in huge font on the skirt right there, which I think looks really bad. From the front, she looks good, though. So if you put her on the stand, it's still worth it. But, God, that articulation is just not good. So that's Cat Miin. Overall, I think this is kind of an L figure. She does look pretty cool. You can tell they put a lot of effort into the sculpt and the paint apps. And that little chunk of Mustafar stand she comes with is kind of great. But, again, the articulation is just unforgivably bad. You can't really stand her up. She doesn't really do anything. Even if she did come with accessories, you can't like pose her with them or anything. So it's just like not great. But again, she is just like a background politician, and she's not even the main Commerce Guild rep. She's like the assistant, so she's super background. And if you have like a separatist diorama, you can just plop her in there and have her stand there. It would be okay. Just make sure you give her a stand so she doesn't keep falling over. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page. And don't forget, stay hammered.